Hello, and we are back to another episode of Borak Bersama Maybank. We have a very special guest today, flown all the way across the causeway in our studio. We'll please welcome Mr. Thilan Wikramasinghe, our head of research, our regional head of research, which is based out of Singapore. How are you, Thilan?
Great. It's great to be back in KL again, Najib, and it's always great to be in your studio.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, I hope that you're well fed. Well, anyway,
Definitely.
I think the most important thing here, I think we want to highlight about Johor today to a lot of Singaporeans, to a lot of Malaysians who are working in Singapore. Johor is being bandied about. People are talking about the Johor-Singapore Special Economic Zone. Bit of a handful. To me, the only thing which is famous in Johor Bahru is either it's going to be lontong, kacang pol, and it's actually laksa Johor. So, for the benefit of our audience, can you just basically go through on the gist of your report and what makes Johor a Singapore Special Economic Zone?
Absolutely. I mean, I think there's a lot of excitement around the Johor-Singapore Economic Zone. If you go back to October last year, we had the Prime Ministers of Singapore and Malaysia meeting for the 10th Leaders Retreat, where they made an announcement on the Special Economic Zone. And then very, very quickly, in January of this year, they actually signed an MOU. There is a natural synergy between Singapore and Johor, given the fact that there's a close proximity, there's a lot of historical ties, and there's already very close economic ties as well.
Sure.
Now, if you actually look at what the announcement that was made, the reality is we don't know a lot of detail, but we do know some details. And on the details we know, the SEZ is there to provide better cross-border integration, facilitate more foreign direct investment, develop the talents of both Johorians as well as Singaporeans, as well as invest in renewables.
Sure. All right. That's very clear. I think just on top of the cuff, just putting on my investor hat on, I think property and construction would be some of the focus traditionally has been when it comes to what special economic zones. But maybe you could shed some light on some, other sectors or some of the stocks that you're looking at in order for the audience who will probably be interested in looking at taking opportunity of this.
Sure. So, we've already seen a lot of the property names as well as construction names run. So they are what we call are the first liners. We actually think the real excitement is in the second liners and the third liners. And there's a lot of that. We've actually identified 5 stock themes that you can play on this economic zone. The first is optimizing hinterland access, which is declogging the borders, stimulating north to south supply chain moves from China into Southeast Asia, net zero transition, expanding infrastructure as well as property development, and finally broadening the SME economy. So from that perspective, when you actually put all of these together, there are some sectors apart from property and construction that have some very, very positive signs. And for Malaysia, we see sectors like the banks, technology, property and REITs, as well as construction and renewables. And for Singapore, we see sectors like the banks, industrials, tech manufacturing, REITs, as well as healthcare as winners from this special economic zone.
So, just to long and short, if you went to give me some of your picks for Singapore here, as well as some of the Malaysian names you should be looking at.
Absolutely. So we actually have what we call the Special Economic Zone dozen. So we have 12 stocks that investors really should be looking at. The first is Axis REIT, CIMB, Fraser Centrepoint in Singapore, Franken in Singapore, Genting Singapore, OCBC, Sembcorp Industries, Singtel, Solar West in Malaysia, SP Setia in Malaysia, as well as Telkom Malaysia.
Okay, and that's all the time we have today, folks. You can catch Thilan's full report and many, many more trading ideas in the all-new Maybank Trade MY app. Remember, if you do not have a CDS or trading account, you can apply for one online in just 3 minutes via the QR code on the screen now. Alternatively, you can speak to your sales representative and they will be able to help you in opening an account. With that, I'll catch everyone in the next episode. But till then, this is Najib Hussain signing off.